Hey y'all, it's your girl Teosha back with another video. Y'all can tell by the title what this video is about. Before we do anything, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell. You know all that good stuff I ask y'all to do every video. Okay, I don't even know where to start. Let's just say it's Royalty, well, CJ So Cool and Royalty versus Nikee, which is CJ So Cool's baby mama. So CJ So Cool made a video saying that Kamari has to go to home early due to some baby mama drama. In the drama, he's throwing a little bit of shade. He explains what happens. He says that, Royalty cooked, made some lasagna. Um, the leftovers was supposed to go home with Royalty's grandma and Gary. Take that in there. Sorry, y'all. But Kamari asked for seconds. Royalty told her no. And Kamari went and ate the lasagna anyways. So CJ So Cool said, he don't put hands or put paws on the kids. So he told Kamari that if she keep being bad, she was gonna have to go home. Sorry, y'all. Had to get Baby J in check. But so he said he don't, whoop his kids or whatever. So what he felt was to kind of like threaten her a little bit. If you keep acting up, you're gonna have to go home. Well, Kamari went and called her mom. He said he received a long text message from Nikee, which is Kamari's mom, going off and yelling at him and all that kind of stuff. So when he came in there, Kamari was FaceTiming her mom, and he said he tried to talk to her and ration with her. I just said this just to say this. Kamari don't want to go home. We don't want Kamari to go home and all this kind of stuff. But by that time, everything had escalated because he said that Royalty had jumped in. Now Kamari's on FaceTime with her mom, and Royalty starts clapping off, which makes the baby's mama start clapping off. So they clapping at each other in front of the kids. Not good. Or Royalty's telling Nikee to come and get her child. I mean, when she come and get her child, she gonna put hands on her and all this kind of stuff. Soon as she touched down in Las Vegas, the baby mama talking about she'll be there and she can get that work, all that stuff. And it's sad because all this is going on in front of the kids. CJ's throwing shade at the mama talking about at his house, Kamari and the kids have structure and there's rules, and at the baby mama's house, Kamari does what she wants to do, eat cereal all day and all this kind of stuff. Then the baby mama goes live and tells her side of the story, says that, she has structure at her house, and CJ So Cool and them lets the kids cuss them out and all that kind of stuff. And so it's basically both of them going back and forth saying, how Kamari needs to be with them or whatever. But in the end, Nikee, which is the baby's mama, she got the last say so because she said she got all rights, to Kamari. So, come to find out, the reason why Royalty supposedly clapped back was because Nikee, well, CJ started talking about Nike's video, talking about and who was them whack people in the video and all this kind of stuff. And she came back and was like, those people that you call them whack was my sister and brother and cousins and all that kind of stuff. So, she clapped back and was like, F your weak A twins. Talking about, they unborn kids. Now that was below the belt in my opinion, because, you don't bring kids up in there whether they're not here or alive. That's just in my opinion. I don't talk about people's kids. But she hit below the belt. But she felt like he was coming at her, calling her family weak or whatever. So that's when Royalty was really mad, talking about she don't know who she is. I wanted to put the lives in here because Nikee, she went live, and Royalty went live. I'm pretty sure y'all could find it online, because that's Nikee got taken down because they reported it. So Nike's got taken down, but I did get some screenshots, so I'll put them in here. Um, she was showing how she's claiming that CJ So Cool was saying that, he still love her, want to be a family with her, and then he goes and tells Nike one thing and then tells Royalty another thing. She showed a screenshot where he sent her some money to get some shoes, but then he makes Royalty think that he ain't got no feelings for her and he ain't doing for her. Like, I mean, yeah, you could fake text messages and stuff, but in my opinion, these text messages and stuff looked real. She had proof from the Versace store, so y'all will be able to look at. To be honest, a lot of this stuff do CJ's. I think he kind of plays both sides of the field. Whether he tries to be nice to Nike so that he'll be able to see Kamari, or if he still love her, I don't know. Or he's with Royalty but still has feelings for his baby mama. I don't know. I mean, we'll never know unless he says something about it. But I think he does do stuff for her on the low. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I didn't been in those situations where somebody you was with or with still kind of have feelings for you, and they doing for you behind their girlfriend or significant other's back and all that kind of stuff. But then make it seem like to the whole world that they just hate your guts, but behind closed doors they begging and pleading and talking about how much they love you and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I can't say whether he's doing that or not, but that's what his baby mama is saying. And so Royalty, I couldn't get her live. I mean, I seen her live, but it was a lot of cussing going on, and YouTube already got my comments disabled, so I ain't about to put it in there and run the risk of getting demonetized because YouTube ain't playing with you. So Royalty goes on live. I mean, on Instagram, y'all can find it. Woo! Talking about how soon as Nike touch down, it's gonna be some hands being thrown. Talking about that Kamari's hair ain't never done, which every video I've seen, and granted videos are only 30-40 minutes of somebody's life, but she claims that Kamari don't have no structure at home. Everything Kamari have is what they bought, so they wondering what she's doing with the child support money. Kamari's hair ain't never done. Now, I've always seen Kamari's hair done and looking cute and all that kind of stuff because I follow Nike on Instagram, and to me Kamari is well taken care of, but I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I can't say, but she looked like she eating all that stuff because they claiming that she don't eat nothing but cereal and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, CJ, if she's such a bad parent, even though you ain't got your rights, why don't you petition the court to try and get her? What's the reason you not trying to get her then, if you feel like there's so much stuff going on, or are you just telling Royalty one thing to make Royalty think this, and then behind the scenes telling Nike one thing? But either way it go, it has caused a lot of problems and a lot of drama and we can't blame nobody because CJ is the one that brought it to the internet in his video. So I don't want y'all saying mind y'all business. Y'all always in somebody's business. Wouldn't nobody be in nobody's business if they didn't bring it to the internet? Once it's on the internet, it is free game. It is free range for all of us to give our opinion or speculation or assumptions or whatever on. We can give our commentary on it. We can give our opinions on it because they put it out here in the streets, in the YouTube streets. Okay. But yeah. So, and then you see on Nike's live, all you see is all the kids in it. Let Kamari stay. You bitter. And like she said, I'm not bitter. I'm not miserable. I keep all receipts with my baby daddy because I know how he is. He lies a lot and stuff. So she had some receipts. Like I said, we can't say whether they real or not, but from the looks of it, to me, they look real. But we're gonna see how all this plays out because in a couple of days, Kamari will be going home. The baby mama talking about CJ So Cool, talking about whoever win, that's who he going home with. Like, he's making jokes about it, and he reminds me of somebody I know that acts just like that. That's why I'm like, I wouldn't put it past him still telling the baby mama stuff and then telling Royalty one thing. Like, he's kind of like in the middle. He's kind of like in the middle, kind of like egging it on instead of like trying to keep the composure. Like, he's agreeing with everything that Royalty says and stuff. What I don't like is if she's talking about Nike in front of your daughter, that shouldn't happen. You should have shut that down. They, like Nikee said, they got each other's numbers. They could have talked like that instead of talking in front of that child. So I agree with Nikee. I would go get my child too, because why would I want my child to be there knowing that this lady is just talking bad about my mama in my face? So I know how you really feel about my mama. So you might take your frustrations out on me. And as a mom, I wouldn't allow that to happen. So I would go get my child too. I would definitely go get my child. So I see where Nikee is coming from. I'm not saying that Royalty would do anything to Kamari. I've never seen her mistreat Kamari or anything. I've always seen Royalty treat Kamari like one of her own kids, as she said. But when there's ill feelings and you talking all crazy, talking about my child's hair ain't never done and all this kind of stuff, and my child could possibly hear this stuff, how you think that? And that's where CJ should have stepped in, and he didn't. But I would go get my child too. You ain't gonna get a chance to mistreat my child. So we're gonna see how this all play out, and if y'all can comment, leave a comment. If you can't, then thumbs it up if you want to, or thumbs it down, or whatever. And I'll see y'all in the next video.